is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. How you been?
Oh, great. I really appreciate you and Tommy. You do a great job, great work, and I really appreciate it. I watch you every day.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Let's go to Sylvia in Tampa. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing?
Hey, Tom. Good morning. Thank you so much for taking my call. I want to tell you thank you so much for the advice you gave me on dust yesterday. I exited when you told me, and I made a healthy profit for a very short period. So thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We're here 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Always do your best. This is a great card, folks. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means take action on your ideas. You can have many ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 140, NASDAQ up 117, S&P's up 8, gold contract down $4.80, trading at $12.22 an ounce. Silver up 4 cents, $14.65 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 53 cents. $71.49 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note down 2 ticks, $71.49. 30-year bond down 7, $138.21. King dollar. King dollar up 194 ticks, trading 94.900. The euro is trading at a price point of 115.64 to 1 US dollar. The yen is trading at 112.05 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so if we go over to the SPY first, what you're going to see, bottom line, you go downtown, the volume on the move downtown, you get 280 right now. We put this on the weekly. What you have out here is that we go south. You're into the highs of the high volume low. Now, I suspect what we're going to have inside the SPY is that this took a lot of energy to get down to this price, number one. And I expect what you're going to probably see out here, we're going to build some cars. What building cars means, folks, is that you go sideways, you know, might have a couple dead cat bounces, and then you're going to make a run to get into the low of this high volume bar. And the low of this bar is pretty scary because we came down this week from high to low, 18 points, which is big numbers, right? Well, from the top of this bar to the bottom of the bar happens to be 23 points. So this thing's not over inside the market. NDX 100. What do we have with the NDX 100? NDX 100 looks like it's actually making another B to C of an ABC structure on the way down. If you're a bull, this is the last thing you want to see is a bounce with lighter volume. What you would like to see is that you would rather see getting under the low of yesterday, having lighter volume, rejecting price. It's just the opposite. Bottom line, I expect what we're doing out here is that we get an A to B setup, setting up a B to C to have that baby get down to the 156 area, and right now you're at 173. We take a look at 170. The 165 is the highs of the high volume bar. And if we take a look at this and set this up, what you're going to see on a longer term basis is problematic. You know, this market's going to have to shift around quite a bit because what we have here is that this week we broke the trend that goes all the way back to November of 2016 with conviction. And now you're talking big numbers, man. Meaning that's 114. Small caps. Small caps led on the way down. Small caps got to their ABC structure on the way down out here today. 151.88. If we take a look at that, that being said, if you take a look at the small caps, what you're also going to see is that this break is a break with conviction, and it's in spades. The small caps, the IWM, 153.32 is the number. 153.79 is the highs of the low. Bottom line, this low out here is at 142. Now, what's intriguing about the small caps also is this. If we take the small caps and you take a look at the last 3 years, what you're going to see is that when we're breaking averages, this is the first time that we actually broke the 200. We broke everything else, but broke the 200 also with conviction since going all the way back till December of 2015. And what I mean by that, conviction is wide price spread, accelerated volume, and you're way under it. So bottom line, take it for what it's worth. They're selling, and they're selling hand over fist. The XAU and the HUI. What do we have with the XAU and the HUI inside the gold market? You get a break top side. You got it with volume. That's after the downdraft that's been out there since April. XAU takes its consolidation out, takes it out with 59 million shares versus 24. That sets up the XAU to make a run up to the price point of 84. Right now, you're at 69. Gold Bugs Index, same type of setup inside the Gold Bugs Index. What the Gold Bugs Index did is this. We're at 154. This baby also took apart its whole consolidation. Beautiful volume behind the move. We did a volume of 44 million versus 19. That's trading at 154. That is game on now to 182. Big numbers out here. Notes and bonds. Now, what's going to get intriguing about the note and bond market is this, is that the note and bond market did perform, and we get some follow-through out here. So what we have is this. The 10-year note is at 118.10. And what we had yesterday is monster volume going into the downdraft. We did volume out here of 3.6 million. You were going into 2.6. Have good volume today. This looks to me like it's going to at least try to get through the downdraft, which is pretty impressive. King dollar, bottom line, King dollar looks like it's going to close under the 95.05 mark, and that brings King dollar into its lower range. Now, King dollar is going to need more volume in order to break down, but bottom line, anything under 95.07 is a lower range inside King dollar. If you haven't test driven yet the Gold Report, folks, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Even if you test drove it before, you can do it again, because all our website, when we came up with our new website, everything basically started from zero again. So check it out at TFNN.com. We're going to take a look at the Japan, the yen, and with the yen is cooperating also inside the metals market, folks. The yen is trading out here at 112. That baby got back inside its lower range. The lower range there is 113.17. That sets up that we can get the yen down to 109. If that's what we get, you're going to continue to see those metal markets go forward. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back, we have the Dow Industrials trading up 194. NASDAQ is up 134. S&P's up 14. Come right back. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at J.P. Morgan. So J.P. Morgan, folks, came out with numbers, good numbers. Bottom line, market sells it off in spades. Go from a price point of $110.83. You're at $106.58 right now. If we bring this up, what you're going to see, good old J.P. Morgan is going after the high volume low, 103.98. Now, the danger here, this is what's so intriguing about the financials in general. What I've always seen, the financials, folks, for some reason, they are the ones that basically fall apart last when you're getting a downdraft. So I can understand why the thing got sold off so quickly out here today, when in fact, if you were a fundamentalist, you'd figure that, and there's plenty of people that bought it, you'd figure, okay, this thing's going to go higher. If we go over the XLF, you're going to be able to pick up a real clue as to where this market wants to go. And what we have inside the XLF now is this. You are breaking down, and we're breaking down, let me get this into 2-year weekly so you can see it pretty clear. Okay, so we've been talking about the high volume low on February, right? Well, the XLF, folks, is breaking it. The high volume low, which it's been going after, is $26.76. We're at $26.31. That little baby sets up now that you take the bottom of this, then take the top of this and say, okay, that is setting up $26.76 the bottom. I'm going to call it about $3.50. Bottom line is that that is setting up that it wants to go down to approximately the $23 mark, and the $23 mark basically brings you to the next level down. And that's where I expect we're actually going to go. If we go take a look at Citigroup, now Citigroup, bottom line, came out with great numbers today. Bottom line, the stock's still up $1.15, but watch when you look at this. Citigroup is in a monster ABC structure on the way down. It's pretty disgusting, actually, when you take a look at it. And what you're going to see here, your first leg started out there, $80, the highs of February, February. You go down to 64. You try to get higher into 75, but then bottom line, can't handle it. Citigroup also wants lower price. Let's go take a look at Berkshire Hathaway, because Berkshire Hathaway is the largest weighting structure still inside of the XLF. Berkshire Hathaway, this comes off its high with monster volume. Berkshire Hathaway just went from $222 in 2 days down to $204. We take this, you put this on a weekly, and what you have is Berkshire Hathaway, same setup, 189 coming at you. You couldn't handle the highs out here of 217. You're back inside the lower range. You're back inside the range with explosive volume. So when you start putting all these together, what you're going to see is that high volume low out there, it looks to me at this particular point, that could be the bottom of the consolidation. And now that's almost too easy to basically set up and say that, okay, is that it? The way that what you'd be looking for when we get to that point is this. What has happened in this market as we're coming down, people keep buying it because they were getting rewarded in the past. They're not getting rewarded right now. When we're getting down to those levels, what you'd be looking for is that no one is buying it, and in fact, they think it's going to be the end of the world. Because until the market in general thinks it's at the end of the world, you're not going to get into a bottom. That's how this is shaken out. If we go take a look at the trend out here is running at 0.84. That doesn't do a bottom. What we have had is this. We have had 3 separate down ticks, and they've been good down ticks. We had a minus 13.94 today. Yesterday we had 2 monster ones. We had one at a minus 17.93, and then an additional minus 14, and there's a 14.11. Bottom line is that you've had the downticks in place. You need a lot more than downticks. You need the panic on the downticks. You need the trend coming in place. Then you need a rejection of price. But on top of that, where I'm going to continue to go until that is over, is that you need these indices to get into the lows of February. That's when you're going to see that, okay, it's made the test. It's either going to break the test or not. It's either going to break the volume or not break the volume. Now, when you take a look at the XLF, that is presenting a danger because of the fact that the XLF actually has broken it. If we do stay under it coming into the close today, that sets up much lower prices coming at us inside the banking structure. We go over to the XLE. XLE right now, the XLE, the energy market, that baby also down in volume. This was holding up really well, actually. Bottom line, blew apart, and you can see how clear this is. The XLE, that's why I love trading the XLE. The XLE loves trading, folks, in huge consolidations for long periods of time. The top of the consolidation is 78, and the bottom is 64. Right now, we're at 72. We made it up to 78.36 this week. Blew apart, goes from 78 to 71. Big volume. We're right at the top of the high volume low. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. We take the silver market. Let's go over to silver because gold caught the bid in a big way. Silver still needs a bid. Wasn't bad, but still needs a bid. We did with silver out here. You're up 44. You're up 4 cents right now. 67,000 contracts. Bottom line, I want to see something much bigger inside that market. Soybeans, folks, continue to have a problem. They're going to have an additional problem because if you take a look at the soybean market, we'll put this on a continuous basis. And when you see these farmers are getting toasted and roasted. We put this on a continuous contract. You're going to see right now soybeans are at $8.67 a bushel. And when you take a look at the highs to the lows, it's pretty intense. Soybeans in 2012 was $16 a bushel, and you're half of that right now. And what the numbers just came out a little while ago about the amount of soybeans that China has canceled. And bottom line is that I'm glad I'm not a farmer right now because this week China canceled an additional 188,000 metric tons of soybeans, according to the Department of Agriculture that was just released right before I got on. When you take a look at this and the aspect of how this is shaken out, this is a monster number, okay? Huge number. They've, so far, let's see, they've canceled 67,000 tons. 67,000 tons. Is that just this week? 1 second. Yeah, well, it's... I see. Listen to this. Oh, this is sick. So last year at this time, you had already done 3.3 million, and right now tons, and you've only done 67,000 tons. So you're talking about monster numbers. And, of course, that has to do with the tariffs. These tariffs, folks, are going to come home and haunt all of us. That's how you can expect. When I say haunt us, it means it's going to cost us more money. That's the bottom line. Dow Industrials right now up 246. NASDAQ up 148. S&P's up 19. We take a look at percentage-wise out here. Get the Dow up 0.1%. S&P's up 0.1. And NASDAQ Composite up 0.2. So when you take about, look at 0.2, folks, just to give you an idea, 0.2 is nothing. The NASDAQ 10 days ago was at 81.07. Right now, you're 600 points below that. You're at 74.79. Stay right there, folks. Our man Dave White's going to be coming up. We're going to be talking technology. Coming right back.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Dave White, as we do each and every Friday, folks, at 30 past the hour. Don't forget, folks, Dave does an outstanding show right here every trading day, 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. He also has 2 great newsletters. He has The Path of Least Resistance and the Tech Insider. You can get both of those. They both come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just come over to our website at TFNN, go into newsletters, check it out. Dave White, what's going on?
Well, it's been a big week for technology, but you didn't hear a word of it because of the market movements. No one was really paying attention, but there were some very interesting things going on this week in the background.
Cool. You got a slide up here right now, DuckDuckGo. So what is DuckDuckGo?
DuckDuckGo is like Google, except they don't track any of your requests
Okay.
or your searches. And it's if you look at the chart, it's one of those things that does look like the proverbial hockey stick over the last year. They're now about 2% of searches, which isn't much. But when you think about how big the market is for them, pretty large. They only have like 5 employees or something.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing that these guys do everything.
Is it a public company?
No.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
private
I thought
company
you said look at the chart. I was trying to figure out how to do that. Okay.
out of Philadelphia. It's one of these companies where it for 5 years it only had the one employee. Everybody else was either part-time or farmed out. And
Okay.
it's kind of an interesting. Generally in technology, you don't see stuff. Everybody tries to go big in the beginning, but this company's now starting to grow to the point where it's actually making money. No big competitor right now to Google, but as privacy becomes a bigger issue and it's in the news a lot,
Yeah.
these guys may have. There's always my boss when I was telling him all the things I wanted to build for new products and stuff. He'd always tell me, you know what you do when we're going against these big guys? You got to find the loose brick. You got to find some way to get in and weasel in
Yeah.
to somewhere where they're not paying attention and they're really not servicing those customers. And it can't be a shotgun. If you try to do everything for everyone and you're the little guy, you're going to get creamed. But I was going to say this may be a very targeted product where everybody else, Facebook, everybody wants to be everything to everyone. This may be actually the first kind of product that I've seen that maybe will work on at least a part of the market enough to be profitable. Anyway, they're doing fairly good. Pretty interesting. Took them 7 years to get to 10 million searches a day.
Yeah.
And then 20 million searches. It took 2 years. Now less than a year, they're up to 30 million.
That's intriguing,
searches.
man. Huh?
And they're saying at the rate of the last 2 weeks, they're going to be 40 million by the end of the year.
Have you? How do their maps work? Have you looked at that? I gotta look at that.
They don't have any of that.
Oh,
this
they don't.
This is
search.
only crawling the web. Like I said, these
Okay.
guys have like 5 total employees.
Okay.
So if you want to talk about lean and mean,
Yeah.
and they're appealing to a very specific part of the community that doesn't want to see everything you track, get an ad for it. Of course, there's always the story of Amazon that sent the prenatal vitamins to the people's house.
Jeez, I guess I gotta like it, Dave. I just pulled my name up, and it's like that's pretty good. Look at all those videos.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't a lot of magic to search.
Yeah.
I mean, you just build a web crawler that looks at every web page you can find.
Okay.
If there's another web page referred into it, you go look at it, right?
Yeah.
So you just kind of go through the news and find the stuff. It's not going to be as good as Google, but if you don't want to see, like I said, the Amazon deal where the guy started getting prenatal vitamins every day and couldn't figure out why he was from Amazon, and then found out that they'd figured out that his daughter was pregnant long before anybody else knew.
Oh, listen, there's no doubt. When we were doing, okay, so picture this, folks. When we did the new website, so we were working on the new website approximately 4 months. And what ended up happening is that every single day, as soon as we start working on it, we were getting so many solicitations from people to work on websites because they were reading our emails. That's the bottom line. Do you know what I mean? And they knew that that's what we were doing. And it was like, and I'm still getting them today. I mean, but it's pretty, so I understand what you're saying. It's amazing, actually.
It is very interesting. One of the other things I wanted to get to today is that the
Drones.
FAA, yes, are saying that basically you're going to almost need the same kind of license as flying a real plane to have a drone. They're going to repeal, or at least they're saying they're going to repeal Section 336, which states that small remote-controlled airplanes can't, and hobby, you're going to have literally have a license. You're going to have to be 16 years old, so you won't be able to get these to kids that are under 16, and you won't be able to do anything that you cannot see. A lot of drone footage, if you see it now,
Yeah.
you'll see somebody has like one of these virtual reality hoods on, and they're actually watching the camera from the drone or the airplane, and it may be 2 or 3 miles away.
Okay.
That would also be a no-no. I think this may have a little bit to do with a drone trying to kill the president of Venezuela. What was it, about 30 days ago or something?
Yeah.
But I think everybody's starting to get a little nervous in the fact that.
Yeah, I can see that, right? I mean, that's even when they put that through, I mean, that's pretty intense, man. I mean, I can see that.
I would say, though, that it doesn't bother me because, of course, I've got a pilot's license. But the people that, are just getting started may be a huge change to them and a huge change to the people that have done, just, go to the airfield every weekend and fly their planes
I get it. I get it.
But to me, at least in the market, and maybe a death knell to GoPro, totally, and some of these other companies that have all been in the drone business, is it took off. Everybody thought everybody had to have one. Now you really don't hear much about them. You see maybe people using them. But the funniest thing was that I heard an ad on the local radio station about becoming a drone pilot.
Okay.
Literally, someone was try to sell you an idea that you needed to start a drone business. And literally a couple of days later, this article comes out about the FAA pushing to repeal Section 336. So
yeah.
I thought it was just about perfect timing, and it's up there on my list as the other thing. The best investment I ever heard of was a llama. Do you remember those ads?
I do, man. What Dave's talking about, that's right. That's
the huggable investment.
That was bizarre. But they were at the beginning. They were making money. Not the people that bought the investment. The people before that, before it got popular, that a couple llamas were $10,000 a piece or some outrageous price. Yeah.
But that ad told me the one thing, and that was probably be very worried about the drone business going forward.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
So what are we at here? 2760 on the S&P cash, up 231 on the Dow, and the Nasdaq's up 144 as we go into the close.
Toast.
It's gonna be an interesting last 20 minutes of the day.
Get the peanut butter and jelly out, man. Get the peanut butter and jelly out. We haven't had a market like this in a long time. Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are going to be coming right back. We have the Dow right now up 216, Nasdaq up $140, S&P's up 17. Dave and I are coming right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Talk with our man, Mr. Dave White. We are talking technology, and the next slide Dave has up is the Music Modernization Act. So tell me what this is all about, Dave.
Well, this is going to be a big issue for Spotify and Pandora and the rest, because this actually makes it easier and more people to pay. So you've got a few things in here. One, it pretty much puts everybody in the same basket. Artists before 1972 and after 1972 were treated differently.
Okay.
Music producers never got a payout, or engineers, and they're going to get a slice of the pie out here. So there's a lot of things in this, but it makes a lot easier for anybody and streamlines the streaming music part of the business now. It's been kind of a real hodgepodge, but now there's a very streamlined way of knowing whether or not and how many times people will play your music and how much money you should get. There was a lot. In fact, you probably have to look at the record labels for this, but they kind of, would tend to maybe lose your check if you were an artist.
Well, no, I mean, I'm familiar with the ASCAP licenses because I've had them. Okay, so what happens, folks, is this. Now, thank God we're not a streaming site. Well, we're not a music site. What happens, there's a different license for a streaming music site versus we're a news site. So it's a different ball game. But I'm quite familiar with it. I mean, the bottom line is that streaming sites and all radio stations, TV stations, you're going to pay for the ASCAP license. The ASCAP license goes into a pool. ASCAP basically pays those performers.
Right, but it went to the check would go to the record label, and sometimes it didn't make it all the way to the people that it should have. It depends who has the copyright.
Whoever owns the copyright gets the deal.
Well,
if the record company owns the copyright, they get the deal. If the artist didn't sell the copyright, the artist gets the deal.
Well, that was part of it, but from what I read, actually a lot of times the artists, even though they may have the copyright, the way that it was set up would be that the check actually went to maybe the record label. And anyway, they were very concerned about whether or not all that money was actually getting to the people it was supposed to be deserved. Now it's all, the accounting is all set up and in a way that can be audited and the artist can see along with the rest of the folks. So the thought was that some of these guys were cheating the artists that they were representing.
Yeah, well, the record producers, folks,
I was going to say
they're notorious for ripping off the artists. There's no doubt about that.
They make used car dealers look very good.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So that happens, and then of course putting this all together, and then the additional thing, which is of course that the record producers and engineers will now have a piece of the pie. So there's actually more money now going out. And in my idea, it just seems like it's probably not going to be, things aren't getting any better for the Spotifys or the Pandoras who don't make money now. And it just, for the last few years, I've kind of compared to the aviation business where well, these guys would just go in and out of business every 5-10 years, go bankrupt.
Oh, listen,
and start all over again.
I have no idea how they do it because I love Pandora, man, and it's like you don't need it. To me, you don't need anything else, and it's like okay, and I don't pay. You can have a subscription or just a non-subscription. Non-subscription. The way non-subscription works, folks, this is amazing. A non-subscription, you can hit Pandora, and that will play for approximately 2 hours and 45 minutes. And then they say, are you still listening? And you put, yeah. And it's like, okay, here we go again. It's like pretty cool. Yeah.
I've got Spotify, but not the paid version of it.
Yeah.
And maybe 4 months ago, they decided to really step up the ads.
Yes.
And everybody quit using it and went to another service.
Okay.
Because there's always somebody else that will probably put on a few less ads.
Right.
So again, I saw my little notice up here that Spotify with a whole lot less ads. That was
love it. Yeah.
Email to me. So a lot of people, I did read a lot of people left. And it's got that goofy IPO that opened it up at like 176. And I still don't understand how that all is working out. It's one of the strangest public companies out there. But it doesn't look to me like any of this stuff is going to be any better than it has been before. There was one thing.
Spotify takes in $5 billion a year and loses $3.62 a share.
Yeah. So but I don't understand why they opened it up at 167 or 180 or whatever it was at the time.
Yeah, because it's Wall Street, Dave.
Yeah. Well, I know, but I don't know the purpose. I mean, anyway. Some other stuff I wanted to talk about. Ooh.
5G.
This is what I talked about last week.
Okay.
I thought we'd be to the break by now, and I'd have time to put in a new slide up here.
Okay.
I did want to talk about some other things, and that was I was going to type it in, but Apple applied for a new patent this week, and it is the patent that I hope absolutely works. Hopefully, other people are doing it too.
Okay. What is it?
It is a patent for getting rid of telephone calls that are spam.
Oh, that'd be so cool, man.
So
Holy
apparently,
cow.
I read through this earlier in the day, and it's quite complex. I'm not going to try to dig through it today, but I get 2-3 spam phone calls a day. I don't know if you get more than that.
I never got on my cell phone, but I'm getting them on my cell phone now. I get at least that many, right? And some of them, what happens is that the phone will say some of them spam, but others, it doesn't. And it's just a million computers because you can tell, folks, as soon as you answer it, no one's there, and then all of a sudden it's there. Have you got the ones? So this is the new racket, folks. Okay, they'll call. Oh, is John there? No, there's no John here. Oh, well, hey, listen, I have this. They just start talking. It's like, oh my God.
When I answer my phone and it's an unknown number, if I do answer it, I say, this is Jim Rockford. Leave a message at the tone. And generally it just hangs up. And
That's
so
funny.
I don't think that most people that are probably working there ever remember that show.
That's funny.
But I guess that a computer probably screens it and instantly turns it to somebody if it's if something they actually want to answer. But half of all phone calls today that people get on their cell phones are spam phone calls.
Unreal. Wow.
So
that's sick.
If government would actually do anything, I want to find the guy that's running for office that actually saying he'll take these people and string them up so that I don't get any more.
Well, there's so much. It's so sick, folks. There's so much money in spamming that they can string them up and pay like $50 million fines, and they still stay in business because the
FCC.
FCC has been all over them. They've fined these big guys a fortune But there's so much money in it, man, and it's a small clan, like. You know what I mean? They just keep doing it again, man.
So it's like the drug business.
Yeah.
You do it, even if you're going to get caught, you make enough money.
Sick. Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are coming right back. Don't forget, folks, you can get Dave's newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance to Tech Insider, by coming over to our website at TFNN. Go right under newsletters. They both come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Dave and I come right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 308. Nasdaq's up 169. S&P's up 27. We're talking about our man, Mr. Dave White. And the slide you got up here, Bitcoin mining revenue. So let's talk about this.
Well, they've doubled the revenue for the first 6 months.
Okay.
But they haven't made any money.
Wow.
The electricity prices are killing 90% of the people in the business.
And so Bitcoins right now, folks, are trading at 6,200. So it's evidently costing close to that to make a Bitcoin. That's pretty wild, man.
Actually, to make most of them profitable, it would take somewhere around 8,000 right now.
Okay.
And in fact, I think it was Coinbase today. I saw the article. I don't think I have it in front of me, but Coinbase killed their Bitcoin ETF, mining ETF.
I see.
So we're probably starting to see maybe some kind of sign of a bottom out here. I don't know how long it's going to take people to give up.
Right, because if we knew the real cost, You know, like commodities can trade under their production costs, folks, but not for a long time. People just stop doing it because you're losing money. You're losing money. So that's kind of intriguing. Yeah. Okay.
It's about $8,000. So there's a handful of people in the Scandinavian countries and in New Zealand where electricity's basically free.
Yes.
Because it's hydropower.
Exactly.
A few places up in Canada, but those guys are just breaking even. But the people in Scandinavia and the people in New Zealand where they're all it's all hydropower.
Right.
And it's mostly free. It's like a cent compared to us at about 6 to 10 cents.
Oh, it's a big, hydropower is a big deal. Right.
But of course, the big thing to me is AMD and how much these guys depended on the revenues of this company. It's come way off.
And if you want to see AMD, folks, did a monster ABC up, and then that was it. That one went right to the T, right to $34, and you're at 26. Cooking.
Yep.
Thanks so much, Dave. You have a great weekend. Look forward to the show on Monday, man.
You too.
Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you. Have a blast with it. Have a great weekend. We look forward to speaking right back here on Monday, 8:30. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Jason Path has just launched his weekly newsletter, The Quantitative Edge, available only at TFNN.com. Right now, you can sign up for Jason's outstanding weekly report, including midweek updates whenever warranted, with a 30-day money-back guarantee included, so you have nothing to risk. Jason develops his trade recommendations by creating an ensemble of predictive and mathematical models trained on data by leveraging a variety of techniques, including market-based computer simulations. Jason then combines these sophisticated predictive and analytical models with deeply researched macro outlooks to identify opportunities in a number of different markets for traders to act on. Whether you're looking to trade futures, equities, commodities like crude oil and gold, forex, or cryptos, Jason covers it all. Sign up for Jason Path's weekly trading newsletter right now by visiting the front page of TFNN.com, and you'll find the Quantitative Edge under the Newsletters tab. TFNN.com, educating investors.